Dude, that's Connie walking. He just
like victims when it happens to them. But someone who got you're not showing yourself to be tough, like you're showing cowardice. Like you definitely are showing cowardice. Like you can't say that you're sitting here in my chat trolling me in my comment section, making me flustered. I'm so triggered and upset. No, it's you. I mean, you even have to go as far as to try to say bitch boy, knowing that my algorithm or the, thing will stop you from saying it. But it means so much for him to say bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Someone who's not triggered wouldn't even try or bother because they know it's going to be blocked anyway. They know most likely you're not even going to be able to say the word bitch. But let me just put it out there anyway because I'm so fucking mad. Urgh. Fuck out of here. Yeah. Well, I rolled up at your boy, whether or not they roll up at somebody's house or not. It's almost like it doesn't matter to Insane Wayne. I don't think anyone's going to really care so much that he's doing it for the sake of doing it. They're going to be caring more so for the sake of calling him out for the bitch he is. And if you think I can gather so many people's docs information because other people might find out who they are, how they are, where they're from, if you really think I can't figure out who you are and who your fams is, bro, you're wrong. We're going to take this hood shit to a whole other level and make him bitch out like a girl. Because eventually that's what's going to happen. He's going to have no choice but to spurg out here just like a little girl does. It's just like Andrew does. And as many times as he rolls up to my home, he's always going to run like a fucking bitch. That's what's going to happen, Insane Wayne. I'm going to end up throwing your information out here, doxing you, doxing your family, doxing whatever I got to do to get my point across that you don't fucking touch my shit. And you're going to accept it like the little bitch you are. And you ain't going to do nothing about it. You can try to roll up around my spot as much as you want. And every time you see me, you're going to run, bitch. You're going to fucking run. That's what's going to happen. Aight. Me more so than you, motherfucker? That I'll probably have it in less than 2 days. I don't even doubt it for a second. I bring your name up a few times and people are going to want to see who the fuck you are, motherfucker. And you think any of these people got remorse? Do you think you're going to give a fuck? Yes, of course you will. Of course you're going to care because it's going to be your private information, right? Publicized to the world for everyone to see. No longer are you just Insane Wayne. You will be the person that we own, motherfucker. He always carries a Draco. Hopefully he's carrying a gun. Maybe last night he could have used it or showed me the gun, if that's what you're talking about. Because if someone's so tough and someone's running up behind them the way I was last night, chances are he would have just stayed there and held his ground. If he was protected, what does he care, right? If he's strapped, if he got a gun, that's how pathetic this fucking pussy is. Like, that would have been classic. To get the footage of me running towards your fucking car in my fucking pajamas? Are you serious? And he didn't even stop to get that. I'm just saying, like, if I didn't give a fuck that much and I was that hood, like, I'd at least just wait, just to see. Like, you gonna throw something at my car? What? Like, what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna, like, come in and pull me out of my car? Like, come on. Like, if you do that, that's illegal. I'm gonna get the police to arrest me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you get? Like, Insane Wayne would have the police backing him at that point. If I threw something at his car, if I incited violence towards him and his property, I mean, shit. But his first reaction, of course, was take off. Like a fucking coward little bitch. And I am happy that he did that. In a sense. Not so much because I didn't get to, like, I wish he would have stayed just so I could have confronted him. Yes. But I'm glad he ran off like that because it shows cowardice. Like, it shows he is definitely a bitch. Most times he went up on Tonic and Sales, and his whole idea as to attacking people was to attack their children. Matter of fact, there was this whole big flack regarding that. It's actually why he doesn't show up anymore around the community. It's because people had enough of him and his, talking about children and shit. He has a real problem talking about children. That's the thing. Insane Wayne, have you ever taken accountability for the shit that you said about kids? Because people around here, they don't like people who attack people's like kids and shit. Just saying. And he's done a whole lot of that. He's done a whole lot of that. Hold on. So I got some friends who are going to be more or less, kind of hanging around my spot for the next few days. I'm not going to necessarily explain. Let's just say some of my homeboys, like, they've decided to also make rounds around my block. So that if you're around my block and let's say we find a way to know exactly where you are and I'm not able to get there first, one of them will. So, and I'm not going to tell you who they are. I'm not going to tell you what car they're driving in, any of that. But what I will do is get the footage of it when they roll up behind you, when they're near you, somewhere where I'm not. And then we can play the same game that Andrew's playing. Except I'm gonna have the footage on my end to troll you, motherfucker. Insane Wayne doesn't show up here anymore. I feel neglected. There was a while there about 2 months ago, 3 months ago, he'd show up. He might show a subtle threat or two here and again. Yes, the wheelman was on the drive. Well, Insane Wayne, why are you so afraid of me? It's even when I showed up in a chat earlier, and you were up in that live chat just earlier with a wrench, like one of your homegirls. I don't know who it is, but I found her channel. She has less than 200 subs or around 200 subs. And I thought she was affiliated to Insane Wayne. And I start going off on her. And then, she's like, what's going on here? And she reads what I'm saying. And she's like, what's happening? And I tell her. And she goes, that's not cool. And she's like, fuck Insane Wayne. Like, she agrees. And Insane Wayne throughout that whole thing hadn't said nothing. Like, here he was, just supporting her in that chat with the wrench and all. But the moment I showed up, shook. Shook fucking bitch. It's funny how the tides turn, like in less than a day or less than a few hours, and all of a sudden, we have Insane Wayne hiding. It's funny. Why are you hiding, Insane Wayne? You want to make this so public. You're like an auditor who runs around and stalks people's homes and people's moms and shit. Like, what? But why are you hiding is what I'm trying to wonder. Like if you're doing something that's so within your rights, and even if not, like you should have the gun to protect yourself, the illegal firearm to protect yourself, then why are you running? You know, 303 wouldn't run. Just saying, honestly, I don't think 303 would run. How come you're running? Like 303, is way more hood than you, Insane Wayne. He can actually step up to people and actually hold up a camera and not bitch out. But you just run like a coward. Like, what's that say about you? Like, all of us can stand there and hold the camera up and we can do it. But you, Insane Wayne, driving in his car past someone's home. I'm just gonna run because Connie's running behind my car. Really? People, they know that, Sugar Fist. That's what I've been trying to tell people for a while now. That's actually what I was gonna get into here today, was explaining to people that, yeah, it doesn't necessarily help me for the incentive to get a job or to leave my house or to feel protected enough to do any of that if, let's say, the only time I do leave my house to get cigarettes, I'm not only followed and all that shit, but well, yeah, you get it. You get it. He's even doing it to get attention from people, because he wants friends. Who knows? People think they know so much about people and think that people are doing stuff for profit, and maybe they are, but at the same time, something tells me that 303 also, uh, probably wants to, be understood as well. Everyone should have a chance to be acknowledged as who they are, not just Shiva, not just Sugar, not just Corrosive. Like, there's good people within all of us. Not like there's nothing that makes just those people alone better than the rest. And for that, I can't just belittle everyone because of them bullying people or something. Like, there's a lot more to this shit, to a lot more to everything. Yeah, there's always more to a story. Who are trolling me with a validation when it's like, who the fuck are you? You know, was sitting on less than 200 subs. Like, I'm gonna take it personal because at that point there, it's like, who the fuck are you? Like, that's where my ego comes into play. Like, it's like, you know, yeah, I'm kind of a bigger deal than you. You know, what are you and your boys, you know, kind of doing to, you know, try to reap off of the rewards of my shit and others when you haven't even been here? You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. When I come in there and I'm like, you know, have some respect, it's like, have some respect for me, because even if you don't respect me, I'm still the basis surrounding the content. I'm the popular demand. Like, you better have respect, because there's going to be more people who respect me. Period. Regardless if that's your side channel or not, whatever, I don't care. You only drew in about 10 people, and if you notice, by the end of it, they were all gone. Now, I get it, it's internet stuff, but people rolled up to my home. You know, at that point, it's not internet shit no more. People coming to my home and my mother's life is at risk or something like that, then fuck that. Like, I'm not gonna play that game, because that means that whenever my mother goes out, there's someone following her ass too. So I'm not down with that shit. Hell no. Like, just so you understand, if you're laughing at me at this point right now during that going on, then I'm gonna have issues. If you're laughing at the main general emphasis of me not having a job and all that other shit and getting beat up by my mother, I get it. But this is not the fucking time to do it. Get it? Like, if you're doing it right now where people are inciting violence to my home, that's taking it to another level. You want to make fun of me any other time where it's not to that degree and people aren't coming to my home and shit, fine. But when it's brought to real life, you better put yourself on check real fucking quick. And I don't care about numbers either. And I laugh at myself all the time, Skull. All the time. But like I said, there's a certain degree to where people can take this where it's not funny, you know, or a certain day or a certain, you know, thing or motive that's going on that Andrew's pulling. People have to stop themselves from entertaining it for the entertainment factor or the laugh at a certain point. When you see that people's lives could get affected by this, like people could get hurt, when you laugh, you're only helping to promote that as if it's a joke. So now Insane Wayne can roll up whenever he wants, because look, now he sees people laughing. You know, it's just, that's what I'm saying. You people have to put yourselves on check, because you're really probably only hurting me by thinking you're helping me in some sense. Right now. Like any other day and you want to laugh, I don't give a fuck. That's awesome. I'll laugh with you. But yesterday and around this time when someone's lurking around my home, no fucking way. No, Tex, I'm going to give you your wrench back. So I wanted to give people wrenches back. Hold on.